I want some more! Give me some more!
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Flicks and Pixels. I am Dave, and thank you so much for checking out today's video. So the film that I'm going through with you today, I'm actually a little bit late to the game with, because this 4K disc was released in December last year for a film that celebrated its 35th anniversary, which makes me feel incredibly old. It is in my top 2 Jean-Claude Van Damme films of all time, Bloodsport being number 1 and this one being number 2, and that is Kickboxer. And this has been released on 4K from Lionsgate as an Amazon US exclusive. It's not available in the UK or Europe, which seems to happen quite a lot, to be honest. The US get all these amazing releases and we don't get a sniff of them in the UK or Europe or anything like that, and it's frustrating, but it is what it is. You can import them. You might pay a little bit extra with import fees, postage, etc. But thankfully, the 99% of 4K discs are region free anyway. And the great thing about this Lionsgate release is that not only is the 4K region free, but the 2 Blu-rays that you're getting here are also region free as well. So if you haven't got a region free player, you're going to be absolutely fine with these. So it is a 3-disc set, and you do get the film on 4K with bonus features on there. You get the film on Blu-ray with bonus features on there, and then you get a 3rd disc with the international cut on in a 4:3 aspect ratio. There are no bonus features on that. It is just the international cut on that disc. So yeah, quite a lot of content to get through on here, and I will take you through an unboxing of that in just a second. Now, Bloodsport was fantastic on 4K. The transfer of Bloodsport was really good, and it's the best the film has ever looked. So I had high expectations for Kickboxer when it was announced on what the 4K transfer would be like. Now, I know it's different studios and everything, but I was kind of hoping that Lionsgate would see that Bloodsport transfer and go, do you know what? We can match that. If not, we could do better. So my expectations for Kickboxer were quite high, and with it being one of my favourite Van Damme films as well, I was really intrigued and quite excited to get it. Bloodsport and Kickboxer are the 2 films that launched Van Damme's career, let's be honest. I mean, once those 2 were released and the popularity of them, kind of Hollywood got hold of him. Did a number of other films, you know, Time Cop, Hard Target, fantastic films. He did a few others on the way, including the very underrated Double Impact. I think Double Impact is a cracking film. Van Damme plays both parts, plays twin brothers, and he does a pretty good job of it, to be honest. I think Double Impact is highly underrated. So I'm kind of hoping that we'll get some more 4K releases of Jean-Claude Van Damme films. I'd love to see Double Impact get a 4K release. I know Time Cop is coming later this year on 4K as well. Hard Target we've already had, and that was a pretty good 4K transfer as well. So yeah, I'm kind of hoping JCVD gets some more 4K love, to be honest with you. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to take you through an unboxing of this Steelbook, and spoiler alert, it's absolutely gorgeous. And then when we've done the unboxing, we'll bring it back up top and I'll talk about the 4K transfer as well. So, are you ready? Come on, let's go and have a look. Right, so here we go with Kickboxer then, and listen, I've got to say, I love that. And if you can make that out, it is a lenticular slipcover. Van Damme is just kicking the Kickboxer title. That's really nice. I like that. Nice little touch. I bring it round to the spine. Kickboxer on the side. 35th anniversary. And then on the back, you have a write-up of the film. And you also have your list of tech specs as well. And of course your bonus features. And the other spine is the same as the other side. Like this Steelbook out the slipcover. And I absolutely love this Steelbook. One of my favourites that I've recently purchased. Absolutely love it. You've got Van Damme's character just there with the face of Tom Poe in the background. And there is spot glossing on this, so you can see Van Damme's character is spot glossed along with that chain there. And of course the torches as well. Don't know if you can see that, if you can make that out. So the background is kind of like a matte finish. You've got Tom Poe's face, but then Van Damme, the chains and the torches are all spot glossed. Yeah, I really like it. Bring you round to the spine, you've got Kickboxer written just there. And on the back you have some alternative artwork. Again, really nice. And there is more spot glossing going on. So Tom Poe, Van Damme, and the chain are spot glossed on there. And the blood as well is coming out of his mouth. Love that. Really nice. Yeah, lovely Steelbook. So let's open this up then. And inside you are presented with your discs. So you do have disc 1, which is your 4K disc just there. And then this will come out. These are notoriously difficult to get out. There we go. That is disc 2, that is your Blu-ray. And then you have disc 3 here. That's your international cut. Nice that I've put different artwork on the discs. And then inside you've got the face-off between two main characters. Yeah, I'm really pleased with that Steelbook. Really like it. Everything about it, even the slip cover, the lenticular effect on that. Yeah, absolutely love that. So, just pop these discs back in. So you've got your disc with your international cut on there. Got your Blu-ray disc. And then you do have your 4K disc as well. And that is Kickboxer on 4K in a gorgeous Steelbook with a lovely lenticular slipcover as well. Right then, so let's go back up top and let's talk about it. Okay, so we are back up top with Kickboxer on 4K, and as I'm sure you will agree, that is a beautiful looking Steelbook. I absolutely love it. The artwork on it and everything, the spot glossing on the art is just fantastic, and that lenticular slipcover is really nice as well. And I'm not sure if I mentioned this earlier on, but I do have the original Kickboxer Steelbook Blu-ray release. This was a Zavvi exclusive from about, I want to say about 5-6 years ago. It could be longer, I don't know, but this is one of my most treasured Steelbooks in my collection for multiple reasons. This is a really nice Steelbook. You have only got the Blu-ray in there. Do you know what? This Blu-ray got a lot of hate when it came out, but I actually thought it was alright. I thought the Blu-ray was okay. I thought it was pretty decent, to be honest. But there's loads of people hating on it online. I couldn't understand it. I thought it was good. I thought it was a good transfer, good Blu-ray. But yeah, that is the original Kickboxer Steelbook on Blu-ray, and that's the artwork on the back there. It's a beautiful Steelbook. There's no spot glossing or embossing or anything like that going on. It is just like a high gloss finish, but I just love that artwork. I think it's really cool. So this new 4K release from Lionsgate is going to sit very nice next to that one on my shelf. So yeah, I'm absolutely over the moon with that. I think it's beautiful. In terms of the 4K transfer then, I would love to sit here and tell you that it is as good as Bloodsport on 4K, but unfortunately it isn't. It's not quite as good as Bloodsport. It has its little issues, I've got to say. Now, one of the main things that I did notice with that Blu-ray release, as much as I did quite like that Blu-ray transfer, it did need some cleaning up, and they've done it with this 4K release. They've definitely cleaned up this film. The details are definitely better on this 4K, definitely increased without a shadow of a doubt. It's a little bit grainy at the beginning, the first 5 or 10 minutes. It's a bit grainy, but then it seems to kind of like calm down a little bit. And yeah, at times, don't get me wrong, this looks really, really good. It's just a little bit inconsistent. It does look a little bit soft sometimes as well. And yeah, I mean, overall, it's a good 4K. It is a good 4K. The transfer is good. I think because Bloodsport set my expectations a little bit high, I was kind of hoping this would be just as good as that. It doesn't quite hit that mark, unfortunately, but it isn't a poor 4K disc. It is a good 4K disc. The transfer is good on this. The HDR adds some punch to the colours. I mean, this wasn't the most colourful film anyway because of the way it was shot. But I don't know whether they've done something with the colour grading on it. But, you know, the scenes when he's training and you've got all that sort of the leaves and the trees and everything around him, there's kind of a little bit of a pop with those. And obviously the end fight as well with the torches and everything. You do get a little bit of HDR pop on those as well. It isn't the most amazing HDR you'll see, but the tone of it is probably right for this film and the way it was shot. So all in all, it's a really good 4K disc, and the fact that you get the international cut on there as well. If you wanted to check the international cut out, by all means, it's on there for you to watch. It is in a 4:3 aspect ratio, but I'll warn you now, and I'm going to be pretty honest, the quality of that is shit. It's 4:3. It looks like a VHS that's been copied over and over and over again. It's watchable, don't get me wrong, but if you're expecting the quality of the 4K or the Blu-ray of the on the other discs, you're going to be very, very disappointed. The international cut is there just to reference the fact that the international cut is on there. I think the quality's not great. But yeah, guys, as I said, the 4K transfer, it's good on this. It really is. But I don't think the Blu-ray was a slouch. I think the Blu-ray was pretty good. This is definitely cleaner. You do get an increase in the detail as well. And it just, I think the fact that it's cleaner and there's not as much like dirt and grit going on the film itself kind of makes that image kind of stand out a little bit more anyway. But with the increased detail, the addition of HDR, yeah, it looks good. It does look good, but just don't expect it to be perfect. As I say, there are some soft shots in there as well. So leave me a comment down below. What are your top Jean-Claude Van Damme films? Like I said, mine are Bloodsport and Kickboxer. They're my top two without a doubt. And I want to hear your thoughts. Have you got any that, do you not like these films? Do you not like Kickboxer? Do you not like Bloodsport? Do you prefer his later films that he did? Leave a comment down below and let me know your thoughts. So that is all for today, guys. Thank you ever so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. If you did like the video today, please give it a thumbs up. And if you would consider subscribing to the channel as well, that would really help me out. And hopefully I will see you again on my next video. Until then, take care.